Yo, what it do, what it do? It's your boy Ronnie again, and this is the Mets franchise in MLB 2020. We're currently 4-0. You can take a quick look at the standings. We still are undefeated. I believe we're the only team that's undefeated. Yep. And we're currently 4th in rankings. Today we're going to be debuting Michael Wacha in a Mets uniform. All these years he's been playing for St. Louis, and I mean, pretty decent stats all around. And he has faced some injuries in the past, but he's only 28, beat potential. He got a pitch repertoire of 4-seam, circle change, cutter, and a curveball. I kind of do wish he did have like a slider or a slurve, but we could work with that, and hopefully he could be a strong 5-hole for us, as Stroman and Steven Matz in the 3 and 4 spots prove that we can have a solid pitching rotation throughout the year. We're gonna be facing the Philadelphia Phillies once more. They got their ace, Nola. We're gonna take a quick look at him as well. He's currently 89 overall. Pretty good stats across the board, as you can see right there. He's currently 1-0 with a 9 innings pitched. He threw a complete game shutout, this guy, with 11 strikeouts, 0.0 ERA. He's got pitch repertoire, 4-seam, knuckle curve, changeup, and a 2-seam. And we're gonna have our same lineup as we got Jeff McNeil, Rosario, Pete Alonso, Big Mike, JD Davis, Ramos, La Potencia, Bobby Cano, and Michael Wacha in our 9-hole. They got the same exact lineup with Gene Segura, McCutchen, Harper, Hoskins, Gregorius, Realmuto, Williams, Kingery, and Aaron Nola in the 9-hole. Our boy Wacha kind of looks like Madison Bumgarner, right? We got Gene Segura coming up, and let's see what Michael Wacha can do as we start Gene Segura up with a changeup. Easy fly ball to Mikey Conforto for out number 1. We got Andrew McCutchen. I'm gonna start him off with a fastball. He whiffs. Gonna go with this curveball right here. And an easy fly to JD Davis in left field. Out number 2. We got Bryce Harper coming up now, who in yesterday's game, we went 1 for 4 with a home run. We're gonna go for another fastball high and in. We lob it right over the plate. We get away with it. Easy pop up to Mike Conforto, and that's out number 3 to end the top of the first. We got our boys now coming up. We got our boy Jeff McNeil, who has been doing his job and what is asked of him in the first spot. Hopefully this umpire, he doesn't have a tight strike zone like the one from yesterday. Facing Nola, you know, you just like facing like a Scherzer or Strasburg. He got a pretty decent pitch repertoire, so we're going to try to be as patient as possible. As McNeil hits a double, he finds a nice ball. Med Rosario coming up now. We got Michael. Jeff McNeil. I was going to say Michael Wacha. We got Jeff McNeil at second base. Rosario hits it up the middle, but we just missed it. Out number 1, but it works like a bunt. Now we got Big Pete coming up, and we're looking to do some damage. I might move Michael Conforto up to the 3-hole and have Big Pete batting cleanup. I'm not sure yet. Big Pete hits it deep. Oh, hits off the wall for a double. And that's our first run of today's game against Nola. We got Mikey Conforto. This kid has hit a home run in every single game this season. Let's see if he can stay hot. Michael Conforto is currently the league leader in home runs. He has 6 coming into this game. See, Michael Conforto can bring in Pete Alonso right here. We take ball 3, and that's a good sign right there, as this umpire does not have a tight strike zone. We roll it over, but we do find a hole. Michael Conforto. Now we got J.D. Davis coming up, who has homered in the past 2 games. We take ball 4. Bases loaded. Nola having some control problems, but let's try to jump on that, as we got Wilson Ramos coming up, who almost hit a home run yesterday, but we protect. Count still 2-2. Ah, we. Now we got Cespedes coming up with bases loaded. You miss it completely. And that's going to be it for inning number 1. Nola gets out of it. We got Royce Hoskins coming up. And there it is. We get him with the circle change. Nasty pitch until they prove they can hit. Didi Gregorius up. We're going to hit him with the changeup. The circle change. Didi Gregorius pops up to Michael Conforto. JT Realmuto, currently batting 125 in the season, but he did hit a nice little double against us in yesterday's game. JT is one of the best catchers in the game, and it doesn't take much for him to get rolling again, as Michael Wacha does not get a called strike and is not very pleased about it. Go for the knockout pitch with the circle change. Realmuto grounds out to Big Pete, and Big Pete gets the force out at first base. That is the end of the top of the second. We got Robbie Cano up against Nola, and Nola just got out of that inning with bases loaded and 1 out. He worked his way out of it. So definitely proved that he's an ace and he can get out of tight situations. As we take ball number 1, I expect Robbie to hit at least 20 home runs this year, as we just barely missed the knuckle curve. We finally see the knuckle curve. Michael Wacha coming up now.
I cannot see. I'm legally blind.
Throws a 2-seam right past us. Jeff McNeil up now. First at bat, hit a double down the line. Let's see how Nola approaches us this at bat. Starts us off with the 2-seam. So now he's starting to implement the 2-seam. And we have not seen the changeup in the past couple of pitches, so I'm expecting that right now. There it is. If we get a 4-seam down the pipe, you best believe that we're going to be swinging at it. We get the 4-seam, but we roll over on it. We should have taken that ball the other way. Nick Williams up now, who in yesterday's game, as he lines out to Michael Conforto for out number 1 on 1 pitch. Yesterday's game, Nick Williams, he singled up to Cespedes in center field. Cespedes bobbled it, and Williams tested him out. And Cespedes gunned him out at second base. As we start pitching to Scott Kingery, and he takes ball number 1. That means we're going circle change right here. Knockout pitch. Easy ground out to Robbie Cano. Over to Pete Alonso. Out number 2. Strong start for Michael Wacha. And now we face Aaron Nola. Let's go 4-seam up and in. Let's sit him down. Oh, what's going on? Pete Alonso runs across the diamond to catch that ball. That ball should have either been Rosario's or Robbie Cano's. No excuses right there. Now we got Ahmed Rosario coming up on this 3-1 count. We get the 4-seam. Counts 3-2 now. So 3 breaking balls and 2 4-seams. Let's look 4-seam again. If not, he's definitely going for that changeup as a knockout pitch. We hit the 4-seam. Williams does track it down. Made it look effortless for out number 2. Out number 1. We got Big P coming up. And let's work Nola out, man. Let's work this count. As he starts us off with a first pitch changeup. He might throw him a 4-seam. Let's see if he does. He does, but we pop out to Nick Williams out in center field. Now we got Michael Conforto coming up, who singled in his first at bat. We just rolled over on that 4-seam, but we're gonna try to do some damage right here with bases empty and 2 outs. Conforto hits it down the left field line for another single. That's his second hit of today's game. You got JD Davis coming up now. 2 outs. Michael Conforto at first with 55 speed. If we do hit in double territory, we might be aggressive and round third base with Michael Conforto.
But I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. The manager is getting
we pop out to first base. This is actually Gene Segura. I thought it was McCutcheon for a second. And now we're gonna go for the high changeup. I mean the high curveball. Pop out to Michael Conforto, out number 2. Andrew McCutcheon coming up now. We're gonna start him off with the 4-seam. We throw it right down the pipe, but he was not looking for that pitch or changeup. So we're gonna triple back and go to the 4-seam once more. He pops up to Wilson Ramos, who just runs by it. We're gonna go for this knockout pitch right here with the changeup. He swings and misses for the second out. Michael Wacha is off to a strong start, making people look silly. We got Bryce Harper up now, and now we're gonna go 4-seam on the outside corner. And that is the first hit for the Phillies. Now we got Rhys Hoskins with 2 outs as we start him off with that cutter. Count is 3-1 now. We're gonna still try to get him to roll over on something. We're gonna throw him a curveball right here. We walk Rhys Hoskins. Coming up now, Didi Gregorius. We're gonna throw him this 4-seam to start off the at bat. He jumps on it, but once again, pop out to Conforto to end the inning. Coming up now, Wilson Ramos. As we already are in the 4th inning, this game is going by quick as Nola is throwing a strong game. Wilson Ramos hits it down the line. Right past Gene Segura. We got the runner on first. Now we got Cespedes coming up. Who popped out. Last back out. Cespedes ropes it. Deep fly. Yoenis Cespedes. Cespedes has been another red hot bat for us. La Potencia. Yoenis Cespedes, proving that he belongs in New York. So now we're up by 3, thanks to that 2-run shot by Cespedes, and now we got Robbie Cano. Robbie Cano grounds out to Segura on a check swing, out number 1. Now we got Michael Wacha coming up.
That's the wrong number.
He gets his again. Like on the pipe. Jeff McNeil up now. Currently 1 for 2 with that double he had in the first inning. Gonna try to see if we can get on for Pete Alonso. Count's currently 3-2. Let's get aggressive right here. We gotta protect. Anything close, we're swinging. We pop out on the 4-seam. We drop our zone, and we pay for it. Coming up now, JT Realmuto. We're gonna start mixing in our pitches because they are beginning to sit on our changeup.
Okay, thank you, Huddy.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far.
JT pops up to JD Davis, and now we have Nick Williams coming up to bat with 1 out. Michael Wacha off to a strong start. He's locating pretty well. Jeff McNeil gets the ground ball, and he throws out Nick Williams at first base for out number 2. Coming up now, Scott Kingery. We're going to try to get Scott Kingery to roll over on this curveball right here. Ground out to Rosario, who throws him out at first base for out number 3. Strong start for Michael Wacha. Coming up now, Ahmed Rosario. We're gonna see if we can get something going, as I would like at least 1 more or 2 more insurance runs. Rosario has been hitting the ball lately. If we see 4-seam, we're going for it. Rosario singles up the middle on a good swing on the 4-seam. Rosario gets it going. Now that we got Rosario at first base, we might be stealing depending on Nola's delivery, but we also got Big Pete up on 2-2. We're gonna go for the hit and run. Why not? Rosario gets his first stolen base of the 2020 campaign, and I believe that's our first 2020 stolen base as a team. We're going to try to get Rosario to be that guy for us. Get on base, be very aggressive. Counts currently 3-2 to Pete Alonso. Rosario is on second. Let's see what we can do. We whiff on a changeup. I knew it was coming, but I didn't think that it was going to be right down the pipe like that. I thought it was going to be much lower. Very late on it. Now we got Michael Conforto up, who's currently 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Single down the line. Conforto crushes that ball, but it hooks. Conforto is relentless and will make you pay. Counts currently 0-1. Let's see what has in store. Conforto This kid is unreal. Conforto has homered in every single game of the 2020 campaign. Who is Michael Conforto right now? Nobody can stop this kid. I mean, I'm speechless. I'm speechless. There's nothing to say except Michael Conforto is amazing right now. 415 feet, second deck shot. We got JD Davis up right now, who's currently 0 for 1. And we're currently jumping on Nola. We take a painted strike number 1. Nola has 73 pitches in only the 5th inning.
Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
JD Davis grounds out to Gregorius. Out number 2. We got Wilson Ramos up right now, who's currently 1 for 2. We have 2 outs in the inning. Let's see if we can keep it going. We have not seen the changeup, so we're going to be looking out for that right now. We get the knuckle curve. Easy ground out to Gregorius. 0 speed. He takes. They're going to be pitch hitting Adam Hazley, which means that Aaron Nola is done for the day. We didn't knock him out, but still very strong start for our boys. Easy pop out to Michael Conforto for out number 1. Gene Segura up right now, currently 0 for 2 with 2 outs. Put up a good fight in his last at bat as he takes strike number 1. We're gonna hit him with this cutter outside. He rolls over to Rosario. Rosario takes his time and just barely throws out Gene Segura for out number 2. We got Andrew McCutcheon up right now. We're gonna start him off with this curveball. McCutcheon takes that deep. Cespedes chasing down, but it's. Oh, I thought that was out of the. I thought that was out the park. We have Bryce Harper up now. We do have first base open with 2 outs. So, do we pitch to him? Let's see how we start off. He takes strike 1. We currently do have first base open, but we are up by 5, so let's challenge Harper here. Harper pops up to center right. Cespedes camps under it. Out number 3. They bring in Tommy Hunter in the bottom of the 6th, and if you can recall, we destroyed this guy. Count's currently 2-2. Cespedes did hit a home run in his last at bat. Let's try to find a hole right here. We pop up on a pitcher's pitch. Williams camps under it, out number 2. We got Robbie Cano up right now. 1 against Tommy Hunter. We take ball number 1. We take ball number 2. We take strike number 1. Counts currently 1-1. Tommy Hunter did pitch in yesterday's game, so that explains his energy being low. As we take a stone cold take right there. Almost got hit by that cutter. Robbie Cano winds up the middle for a single. Now we got Michael Wacha up, who has struck out in his last 2 at-bats. And I'm thinking maybe bunt to first base and advance Robbie Cano on this. We try to get the bunt, gets gunned out at second base. Waste of a single. Now we have 2 outs with Michael Wacha. Wacha grounds out to Kingery. Oh, error. It counted as a base hit. Okay, we'll take that. Jeff McNeil up now. We go up the middle, but second baseman makes a good play. Now we got Rhys Hoskins coming up, and start him off with the 4-seam. And the Phillies, I don't know what they're looking for. They all seem to be looking breaking ball early in the counts. Hoskins pops up to Pete Alonso, out number 1. Now we got Didi Gregorius up. We're going to start him off with this 4-seam. He takes. We're going to go curveball right here for strike number 2. Hopefully he goes over on it. He does. Ground out to Rosario. Rosario throws to first, out number 2. Alright, yo, so my audio got kind of messed up. So now I got to speak over play-by-play. Right here we got JT Realmuto up against Michael Wacha, who currently has 64 pitches in the top of the 7th. Pretty good as he takes circle change. Looks like we're going to go for a fastball inside, and we miss. Now we're going to go with the cutter outside to try to get him, as it is a 3-0 count. We miss our spot. Realmuto walks with 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Now we're facing Nick Williams, who is over 2 today, and again, he is not a threat with the bat. We start him off with a fastball. We jam him. He hits it foul. He grounds out to Rosario. Rosario tosses it over to Big Pete for out number 3. That's going to be it for the top of the 7th. And now it looks like they're going to be doing a double switch here. Not sure who the other guy is going to be, but Victor Arano comes in. We haven't faced him yet. He's only pitched in 2 games, and he currently has 0.00 ERA. Let's see if we could do something against him. As we got Ahmed Rosario coming up right here. We hit it. Rosario finds a hole in the left field side. We push 2 because he has that 82 speed. And I've been thinking about putting Rosario leadoff in front of McNeil. But that's just something for the near future to think about, as we got Big Pete coming up. Let's see if we could do some damage here. It's never too late to score. And we ground out to, oh, what the, oh my, base running error. We try to get greedy with Rosario. We try to push him to third base, thinking that Gene Segura was gonna throw to first, and that's an error on us. Now we got Michael Conforto, who's 3 for 3 today, and currently has a home run under his belt, as we take ball number 1. Victor Arano only has 3 pitches in this inning, and let's try to work this count. Oh, we help him out big time right there. We go after a pitcher's pitch, and we pop out for the 3rd out. And now it's the top of the 8th, and we're gonna keep Michael Wacha in. We're gonna try to get another strong inning out of him. So far, so good in his 2020 Mets debut. As we throw strike 1 to Scott Kingery. We're kind of low on energy, but I believe that Michael Wacha can get us through this, as he pops up easily to Michael Conforto, Who catches that for out number 1? Coming in now is Delby Grujong, and he was the second person that they did a double switch for. Not sure where he's being played right now, but he does take ball number 1. We tried to throw him a cutter outside. Let's see if it works out for us. He swings. Can Cespedes track it down? Just out of his reach. Grulion gets a double as Conforto tosses it in. So now he has a double, 1 out. Gene Segura up right now. And we're going to try to sneak in a fastball right here. We do get it in. Next pitch, we're going to try to sneak in that changeup. He checks swings, which means that he was interested. Not sure what he's looking for right here. We throw him a curveball, and he does not miss it. Now we're in kind of dangerous waters as we got runners on the corners, 1 out, and Wacha has 76 pitches on low energy. Do we take him out? Let's just go to our bullpen real quick. Warm up Diaz. Warm up Betances. And let's see. Just keep them in the back right there, just in case we do need him. But we're gonna keep on pushing with Michael Wacha right here. As I thought we were gonna be able to get McCutcheon out. He finds a gap right there, and Gene Segura tries to advance to third base, but the cutoff Cano shoots him out at third base. Not really a smart move on his end, as they were down by 4, but sometimes you got to be aggressive. Unfortunately, that time it did not work out for him. We think about walking Harper right here, but either walking him or taking him out, taking Wacha out, and we decide, you know what, 2 outs, 8th inning, we're up by 4. Worst thing that we could do is lob up a 2-run shot. So let's just try to get this out. As we get Harper to swing and miss on the curveball, we try to sneak in that inside cutter. We throw it outside. Harper lines out to Cespedes, and we get out the inning. Not too banged up. Bottom of the 8th now. We got JD Davis coming in, and they still got Victor Arano in. Let's see what we can do. We take slider for ball 1. And Davis, big bat. Even though he's 0 for 2 today, let's see if we can get him a hit. He swings and misses on a 4-seam. Late on it. And let's see if we can keep it pushing. Throws the change up. We do not miss it. JD Davis, 1 for 3 in today's game. Alright, so I want to apologize. The same exact thing happened. I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. But as you can see, Michael Wacha gets the win. Nola gets the loss. And Conforto gets player of the game, even though I believe that Michael Wacha is the player of the game. 8 innings pitched, 5 hits, 2 strikeouts, 1 earned run, and 2 bases on balls. Edwin Diaz shut the door for us in the 9th inning. Wasn't a safe situation, but he got the job done nonetheless. Thanks for tuning in. And if you like the content, please like and subscribe, and I'll check you out in the next one. Peace.